Guys, welcome back. Collision here with you again, like always, back doing some more space engineers. So, today's video I want to focus on sorting and making our whole network a little bit more intelligent. And hopefully I got kind of a plan. So, there might be a few cuts in this video as I kind of work through my plan, but I think I got an idea. So, since the last episode, I went and acquired this little, they call it a constructor, but just basically one side's a welding and one side's a grinding, but I took off the grinding side and put a double welder on here. You can see a twin welder, part of the mod. I went and stole another Argos, but I haven't broken it down, and I started working on my capital ship, but I just basically been trying to frame it out. So, alright, let's get started with this logistical sorting. So my goal is to have this be a little bit more intelligent, how it routes things, where it puts different blocks, and do some upgrading to the refinery as far as processing, refining, and assembling. So I have two refineries already placed down because I made this platform a little bit bigger. And I know it's a little dark, but I'll try to get some more light over here as soon as possible. Who's you, Mr. Arc? Oh, this is my arc furnace. I did put that in since last episode too, just to help with the refining. So let me see what I have on me. I have a little bit of stuff. So we're going to do a lot of welding today. So I'll try to cut some of that out as much as I can. Keep an eye on my volume. So my goal is to have two sets of refineries because we're getting a lot of resources. And the next episode I'm going to show you, we're going to work on my little mining shed. Please don't fall. Okay, you didn't fall. Good. Okay, so now we have refinery number 1 put in. And you can see we have these little yellow squares. I really do need some more light over here. See if I can make that a little bit brighter. I have an interface. It's probably be that one. Turn it up a little bit. That didn't help much. Actually, I can't even put that there. So these 4 little, slots right here are upgrade slots. So we're going to be messing with that. So I think this is going to work. So we need to get the second refinery built. Yes. I need to get the assembler put in as well. So yeah, like I said, I don't really have a solid plan, but I kind of think I know what I'm doing. Again, kind of think. Alright, let me do a cut, and let me get some more pieces and parts built up, and hopefully we'll come back and put it together. Hey guys, I'm back. So, doing some more Welding Simulator 2015. It's been about 30 minutes trying to get this thing organized, and I think I got a plan. Like I said, this is just something I came up with this morning, and it was... Okay, it looks like we're already running, so... What's running? This refinery right here. Okay. So... that is working. And the other refinery is still off. Excellent. So I turned this off because I don't want it running. And the reason I don't want it running is because I want to have some of the augments on here before it starts processing. So I'm going to send this all back. Let me guess, you went to the arc furnace now, right? Yes. Let's turn the arc furnace off now. I don't want anything running because I want to augment this before it starts going. So what I have right now, I still have to tie this in a little bit more, but large cargo container, which will be my bulk storage. I'm stuck. Large cargo storage. I have the assembler here. I have a logistical sorter, or whatever it's called. What is it called? Conveyor sorter. I have the arc furnace up there with a conveyor, and then I have a second refinery. So my goal is to have this sorter right here be intelligent and only put in things into this refinery right here that I want to refine. And the things that I want to refine, if I go into, let's see, is it module? Yes. So we have these modules, or these augments, so we can have a power efficient, but more I'm looking for is the effectiveness and the productivity. Productivity, of course, is going to be faster, and effectiveness is going to give you more output per unrefined ore. So then we have, you know, some low tier ones, and then we have some junky tier ones, and we have some advanced, and then we have some hypers. So so I want to use like the high effectiveness ones on like their uranium, where they have like really low outputs. So I'm kind of, you know, doing more with less. So hopefully with this sorter, I can only specify, only whitelist uranium to come in here or some other low yield things and have this max upgrade with effectiveness. Kind of makes sense. And then anything else that maybe we could just have like speed up here, or the iron's going to be going up to the blast furnace, so it doesn't really matter. So that's kind of where my thought process is going. So still got a little bit of work to do. So let me do another cut. I just wanted to show you progress, and then I'll come back and we'll get it actually functional. So I'll be back in a second. And we're back. So finished fiddling with this. I think it's time to start testing it out. The one change that I did put in was I put in a priority for the arc furnace to only get iron right now. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Alright, so let's set this thing up. I want this. Here we go. So this is the conveyor sorter, and this is how I set up the priority for iron to only go to the arc furnace. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a whitelist, and the ores all have different output rates, I should say. You know, X amount of unrefined gets X amount of refined. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the lowest, this left refinery, we're going to have like a really high effectiveness, which means we're going to get a lot more out of the refinery per unit. So one of the lowest ones we have is, of course, uranium. I guess this is in, yeah, so we're going to whitelist uranium. Let's see what else. I got the wiki pulled up. Platinum is uranium is 0.7%. Platinum is 0.5. What else? Magnesium 0.7. What else? Gold is 1%. Everything else is pretty, I wouldn't say high, and silver's 10%. Yeah, let's just do those 4 for now. So that means this whitelist will only allow these 4 ores to go from the network this way in here. It's only a one-way pipe, one-way filter. So I have a hyper effectiveness module. Now if we go into this refinery, you can see our effectiveness is 100%. So let's put this hyper one on. Since we're not really hurting for resources right now, let's just go ahead and max this guy out with the top tier one. If I can get it to rotate like I want it. Come on. Alright. Bam. And it's not cheap, so it looks like we need construction components, small steel tubes, probably a few motors, probably not that many. What else does it say? I don't know. We'll just metal grids 60. Alright. So now let's see what our effectiveness is. So I can click on it. 139%. Interesting. So that means we're going to have much better output. So I say we go ahead and throw on another one. Yep. But I'm probably out of steel plates. Just grab some more steel plates. And let's see what 2 does. Bam. So we need constructions, motors, and metal grids. And I'm using the shift and control keys to. Shift will give you 100 and control will give you 10. Okay, so we have 2 of those now. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. 193%. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, should maybe we put on one more? I bet it only will let us cap out at 200%. So it may not be worth it. Maybe worth it to put a speed and a what you call it, efficiency. So let's grab those. It's effectiveness, that's a power efficiency, and that's a productivity. So you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. I'll go ahead and finish welding this up, and we'll see what we can do here in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. So I spent a little bit of time getting this all worked out, and I'd actually start cooking up some more materials because it gets a little more expensive than I thought. So let me show you what I did. Actually, I put on a 4th hyper effectiveness. So there's all 4 of them are effectiveness modules. And you can see on here, it didn't max out at like the 200%. We're actually at 372%. So that should be fantastic for our high output stuff. Or we won't get higher output. Now over here on the second refinery, that's going to be not really picky. I put a effectiveness, a speed, and a power efficiency. Because when you do put the speed ones on, it does trigger a higher power usage. And then since that's cooking things up, I decided just to go ahead and throw down another a productivity on the assembler since it was taking so long to cook up things. So as far as I'm concerned, we're pretty darn good to go as far as materials. I'm probably going to, if I can get this in the right spot. There we go. I'm going to throw down another one of these. I need steel plates. Just to help with our productivity a little bit. So we need some displays, which I should have.
Energy low.
Of course. And so I need some displays and some computers. Let's see if I have any of those left. Yeah, I do. Not many. 4 and 700. Alright, cool. So now we have our second 2 assemblers. Now what I'm going to do in here, in the productivity, where is this tab? Okay. So this is going to be my top assembler. And I'm going to put this in cooperative mode, so it will hopefully help out. Kind of split up some of the task.
Energy low.
Okay. Get some power. I think it's almost time for us to give it a little run through. Conveyor and there. Conveyor. That way it can share from the network. Small steel tubes. What else do I need? Small steel tubes. And 12. Should be too bad. So that's why I kind of cleared this back area out, because I knew it was going to get kind of a jumbled mess, but it's still pretty tight. And what I'll do is bring off a piece of pipe right here out this way to hook up the connector. That's my goal, at least. Well, let's give it a test go and see if we find any issues. Do we have any unrefined? No, we don't. It should be all in here. So that looks like that pulled it to there, or it either. Let's move that down here. Whatever. Gravel. Okay. So this is the front refinery, which means this should be whitelisted for that. And iron's there. Okay, well, let's turn them on and see what. Arc furnace, 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 on. Back refinery on. Refinery 2 on. So the back refinery is doing stone. Which, whatever. The front refinery is doing uranium. And the arc furnace is already done with the iron. Got a lot of iron. Well, let's do a little test. Let's test something out here. I always get that little frame rate stutter when it saves. Well, that's okay. Basically, what we're going to test for is if we put the uranium in here, does the whitelist work? And it gets sucked to where it should go. Interesting. So I was thinking that would get sucked right into this refinery. And I can already see that that's a big difference from what we have. Still not importing there, so I don't know. I might have to just fiddle with this a little bit and see where my problem is. Don't know. I'm gonna probably call the episode good there. Finish working on this a little bit. See what I can find. See if I can find out where my issues are. Or maybe it just needs a little time to get up to speed. You know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of some advanced sorting logistics with the space engineers and some modded blocks. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys.